Sup gamers, Baragon301 here, and today we're taking a look at a pretty controversial topic in the Godzilla community, that being, what is Godzilla's strongest opponent? Now, so it's pretty simple topic. We're basically just kind of looking at the kaiju that Godzilla's fought, and trying to determine which one is the strongest. So, yeah. So, the first thing I should cover a few ground rules and things we're looking at. So basically, size doesn't matter, but we're really taking a look at durability, abilities, capabilities, and feats. So those are all pretty self-explanatory as to what they mean. So let's get started with Godzilla's arch nemesis, King Ghidorah. Now, we're not going to really be covering GMK or Heisei, because they're easily the weakest of the Ghidorahs. So, yeah. First, starting with the Showa Ghidorah. The Showa Ghidorah, his main thing that kind of puts him over the edge compared to the others is his survivability. He appears in Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, Invasion of Astro Monster, Destroy All Monsters, Gigan, and Zone Fighter. And he survives all of those except Destroy All Monsters. So he's a bit of a tank when it comes to that sort of whole department. So, yeah. From there, basically, when it comes to his offense, he's able to hold his own against a lot of kaiju coming at him all at once, and he needs multiple kaiju to really just even repel him, just to get him, off Earth. The only time I think one kaiju was able to take him out, by itself, was Zone Fighter. Zone Fighter is pretty powerful, so even then. So yeah, from there basically, from there you got Kaiser. Kaiser's the next Ghidorah we're looking at. He's another very overpowered Ghidorah, because he's able to take down a very overpowered Godzilla. He probably would have killed him if it wasn't for what's his face? The humans, shooting their little laser beam at Godzilla to charge him up. If it wasn't for that, he would have been dead. So Kaiser is definitely a very powerful one, as he was able to basically almost take down one of the most powerful Godzillas. So yeah. From there, basically, let's see. Yeah, Kaiser's very overpowered one. Next, we got Anime Ghidorah. I kind of lied at the beginning. I think Anime Ghidorah is probably one of, or the weakest Ghidorah, simply because, sure, he's big, he's invincible, but what's his one weakness? It's a weakness bigger than all other kaijus. You kill a human, and he's basically done for. Once that human host is gone, he's basically as good as dead. Anime Godzilla was able to just easily one-shot him with one little beam and kill him. So overall, I think Anime Ghidorah is probably one of the weakest. Because sure, he's big, he's invincible, but really all you have to do to remove that invincibility is throw out, just get rid of the human, and he's done for. Next, you've got the Monster vs. Ghidorah. Now, the Monster vs. Ghidorah is definitely a powerful one, but really, the only thing that sets him apart from other Ghidorahs is his regenerative capabilities. But other than that, he's kind of a very simple Ghidorah. So at the end of the day, I think he's probably one of the weaker ones, because, sure, Godzilla had to go into supercharge mode, sacrifice Mothra, all that to kill him, but if it wasn't for the Oxygen Destroyer, he would have killed him right there in the water, without a doubt. So, yeah. From there, next kind of group of kaiju we're covering is Mechagodzilla. So, we're not going to cover the City on the Edge of Battle or the Ready Player One Mechagodzillas. The Ready Player One one's a joke, and come on, it's Mechagodzilla City. Sure, he's powerful, but he doesn't compare to the other three Mechagodzillas. So, Showa Mechagodzilla, I'm just going to say this now, he's a powerful kaiju. Very powerful. But the problem is that the other two Mechagodzillas absolutely dwarf him. But Showa Mechagodzilla has some crazy capabilities, He's able to He's got just a huge array of weapons, and another thing that kind of gives him this, sort of powerful nature is the way he has to be killed, which that being you kind of have to take out the controls in order to really do anything to him. But even then, he's overcomeable, even then. So what ends up happening is we got Super Mechagodzilla, who is one of the few kaiju to have killed Godzilla, which that right there is a huge feat. And it's kind of one that puts him over the edge when compared to most other kaiju. So yeah, he is by far one of the strongest kaiju out there. And I think, yeah, he killed Godzilla. He's also just got an absolute barrage of weapons, similarly to Showa Mechagodzilla. Not quite the same, array of weapons, like as much, but he's definitely got a very versatile array of weapons at his disposal, and he's got, the ability to just straight up just absolutely just destroy most kaiju. Now, sure, Godzilla did, come back because of Rodan, but let's be honest, if Rodan wasn't there, he would have been dead. So, yeah. Then you've got the Heisei, or not, the Millennium Mechagodzilla Kiryu. Kiryu, definitely a powerhouse, but he's got one big flaw that kind of sets him back. That being his basically his big weapon, the Absolute Zero, is very similar to something in Smash Bros. Which we call like kind of wind-up attacks that are powerful. They'll might one-shot or two-shot kill at lower percentages, but they're very slow. And the same sort of thing applies to Godzilla here, where you have a weapon that is it's powerful, but it's not necessarily quite strong enough to kill, or it's strong enough. Sorry, I'm misspeaking. I'm kind of focusing on the battle a bit. It's powerful, but it requires a lot of wind up, and if he can't get that wind up off, then basically he's done for. So what ends up happening is we get a very it's a powerful weapon, but if he can't get it off, he's basically as good as dead. And so, yeah. From there, we've got, that's basically all the Mechagodzillas. So yeah, I think of the Mechagodzillas, Super Mechagodzilla is probably the most powerful. And while, what's his face? Mechagodzilla, yeah, Kiryu, has the capability of being the strongest because of how much time it takes just to get off his attack. It just kind of, he's not quite there when it comes to compared to Super Mechagodzilla, who was able to kill Godzilla. And so it ends up just kind of, Super Mechagodzilla ends up being the strongest Mechagodzilla. Now, is he the strongest kaiju? Well, we'll continue taking a look. Now, continuing on, I'm basically dead in this battle, holy crap. From there, basically, you have, what's his face? Oh, Mothra. Mothra's our next kaiju. Mothra, definitely one of the more iconic kaiju, but is she necessarily one of the stronger ones? I don't think so. One of her biggest problem is that she's just not durable enough. One shot from Godzilla's beam, most of the time, kills. And so, what ends up happening is she's just not quite there. And so, it ends up just kind of she's like close, but just can't quite reach. And her most powerful form is oftentimes her larval form, which is a bit of a joke there. Because just the web is the strongest weapon in the entire Godzilla series. Kumonga, Mothra larva, and so, man, this is a terrible battle. And so from there, it's just kind of Mothra she just doesn't have quite the, oh my gosh, she just doesn't have quite the durability to really be able to create much of an impact there. So, from there, I think the next kaiju, you got the Heisei era ones. Biollante, her main thing is that she's immortal, but other than that, she's really just not like offensively sound. Like, yeah, she's strong. She'd probably be able to kill a lot of most kaiju, but she's not anything too crazy. So yeah. From there, the next Heisei kaiju is Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla is definitely a powerful kaiju. He's probably one of the most powerful kaiju, but the most powerful kaiju? I don't know about that. He's definitely strong, he's intelligent, but he just, once again, kind of like Biologically, just not quite there, but I definitely think he would be one of the strongest, like behind Super Mechagodzilla and Kaiser Ghidorah. So yeah, oh my, that is a team of ice. So yeah, shoot, I don't have anything to counter ice. So from there, basically, I think the next you've got Destroya. Destroya, he's, I think, probably the most overrated kaiju in the entire Godzilla series. His biggest problem is that he just didn't do much. Like, he's durable, yeah, sure, he tanked Godzilla's spiral beam multiple times, but what did he do in return? Drag Godzilla around with his tail? That's really about it, and even then, that didn't put Godzilla on the brink of death. He killed Junior, that's about it, he's really not that powerful. He got killed by the freaking military, so, like, overall, I just don't see Destroya being that powerful. I don't think he's anywhere near the top 5 strongest Godzilla kaiju. He's just kind of this overrated kaiju who, yeah, I'll admit, he looks cool. But is he really capable of being the strongest kaiju? I don't think so. So, yeah. From there really isn't much in the Millennium era. There just really isn't all that much. You've got, what's his face? Orga? I mean, he's got a cool capability. Mechagodzilla is not... Mechagodzilla is cool, but definitely not anywhere near being one of the strongest kaiju. So, yeah. Overall, I think there's one more that I kind of skipped on purpose. There's nothing really in the MonsterVerse to cover, nothing really in the anime trilogy besides Anime Ghidorah to cover. So I'm going to kind of reveal the one that I think is without a doubt Godzilla's strongest foe. That, of course, being Hedorah. Now you might be saying, well, Hedorah is a terrible movie. Why would you say Hedorah? What does he ever do? Well, the thing about Hedorah is, first of all, he was on the verge of killing Godzilla. He came extremely close to killing Godzilla in his film. Now you could be saying, well, that doesn't what's his face? Dang it, Dracofish. Super Mechagodzilla did kill him. Well, here's the thing about Hedorah. Basically, in order to kill him, you have to use electricity or some sort of extreme heat. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's electricity you have to use specifically. But without that electricity, you can't kill him. And at that, you have to hit all of him. It has to be exposed to all of him, or else he'll just any moisture left, and he's back alive. He's one of the most difficult kaiju to kill, and that definitely gives him a significant edge. So, yeah. From there, one of his biggest capabilities is his absorption of other Hedorahs. This allows him to evolve, grow bigger. Potentially, he'll have more forms, similarly to Shin Godzilla, where he'll have more forms beyond just his basic, the form that we end up seeing by the end. And potentially Hedorah could probably grow to the size of Earth, which, that's a pretty scary thing to think about, that Ghidorah could potentially grow to be... Why didn't that hit? Oh my gosh. Anyways, that just kind of causes Hedorah to be one of the most powerful kaiju, just overall with looking at all of his different capabilities. And so, just with he's also very versatile, able to turn to sky form, land form. He's very durable. He's just all around probably the most powerful kaiju. I mean, literally, all he had to do in the flying fight was just fly over Godzilla, and the toxic gases just took over from there. He's an extremely powerful kaiju. So, that is why I think Hedorah is the most powerful kaiju in the Godzilla series. I think Super Mechagodzilla and Kaiser are close follow-ups, but without a doubt, Hedorah is the strongest. So, yeah. Now, I would end the video, but we're not done with the battle, and you guys might want to see this. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to continue, just not talking about Godzilla, but I'll talk about the match. So their team is a little weird because it's full ice, but at the same time, I don't have anything to really go against ice, and this Frostmoth is apparently a tank. Luckily, this is going to pierce because it's Gigantamax, or Dynamax. But this is a very tricky battle right now because my team... I would, like, once the Sword and Shield patch drops, like the new update, I'm planning on replacing... Oh my gosh. I'm planning on replacing Toxtricity with Nidoking because Nidoking's, like, my favorite Pokemon, and he's just very versatile. He'll get he'll probably get Flamethrower, like, something Thunder, something Poison. I'm probably not going to give him any sort of Earth ground attacks because I've already got, Rhyperior here. This is a very obnoxious battle right now. Holy crap. We're just going to try this again and hope we kill. I don't know what's causing this Frostmouth to be such a tank. What does that do? Oh, I'm water type. Great. What is that? Okay. Okay, great. That thing's almost dead, and it's probably going to die here in the next hit. But there's really nothing I can do about this tanky Frostmoth. Why is Frostmoth so tanky? And Rhyperior's dead. Okay, I'm just going to lose this battle. You guys know that. Alright. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye!